Graduates, please be seated. Good afternoon. I'm Lori Lorado. I'm the Assistant Superintendent of Academic Services and the Principal, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to the commencement ceremony for the class of 2019. Joining me today on the stage are members of our Board of Education, President Matt Eckberg, Vice President Steve Matheny, and board members Ken Allison, Patrick Barrett, Jamie Dirtle, and Steve Knobloch. Also joining me on the stage today are Superintendent Mrs. Marjorie Gruder, Associate Principal Carol Ganem, Keynote Speaker Jenny Lamb, and Counselors April Vasquez and Michelle Eunice. At this time, I would like to take a moment for several important announcements. We ask that no one come onto the ground level to take pictures. There are professional photographers who will be taking a picture of each graduate, and they will receive those in the mail as soon as we get them at the school. When the diplomas are issued today, please, we ask that you're respectful and hold your applause until each of the graduate pairs' names have been announced. We want everyone to be able to hear their students' names being announced. At the conclusion of the ceremony, there will be a procession of the graduates from the field into the East Side Gymnasium. It's necessary that we keep the field and track clear until after the graduates have exited. After the graduates have received their diploma and then return back to the field, please feel free to come on down and at the field level, take pictures. At this time, I'd like to invite Dawson Dabelair to come forward to give the welcoming speech.
Can everyone hear me? Is this good? Okay. Graduates, parents, faculty members of the Board of Education and Administration, good afternoon. I'm Dawson Dabelair, and I would like to extend my congratulations to the East Peoria class of 2019. It's an honor and a privilege to have been given the opportunity to speak at graduation, and if I'm being 100% honest, if I would have been asked to do this freshman year, I would have immediately said no. As many of you know, our world is filled with many dangers: climate change, measles, slow Wi-Fi, losing Instagram followers, just to name a few. But I'm glad that we have all been able to persevere and get to graduation on time. Every single one of us enters high school at the bottom of the food chain as little freshmen. And over the course of 4 years, we grow into mature, young adults. Well, we have all learned so much throughout high school and had some of the best times, let's be honest, and since we're all relatable teens here, it's not always been #lit. No one really told us that as freshmen, with high school comes many sleepless nights, studying for finals, changes of friend groups, extreme stress over the ACT, and a very big college decision at the end of senior year that will literally make you go crazy. But it's things like these that we have all overcome that make me proud of who I and we have all become. Since my high school career started, my mom has always sent me short quotes, whether it be to cheer me up on a tough day or to start my day off with a smile. Recently, she sent me this anonymous quote, and I think it goes along with this occasion quite well. Quote, "Everyone has their own path. Walk yours with integrity and wish all others peace on their journey. When your paths merge, rejoice for their presence in your life. When the paths are separated, return to the wholeness of yourself. Give thanks for the footprints left on your soul and embrace the time to journey on your own." End quote. As we all go our separate ways after today, I wish everyone luck in their chosen path or journey. And while we've all made our mark here at EPCHS, don't forget to leave your mark on the world. You see, after today, it's the start of something new. We were once all in this together. We were once all in this together, but as we go our separate ways, go out and do great things, be great people, and leave a legacy for yourself. You don't have to be born great to do great things, as long as you stay true to yourself and radiate joys to others around you. You will leave a legacy, whether it be to a few close friends or to the whole world. Good luck after high school, my fellow graduates, and congratulations.
Thank you, Dawson. And now, Jordan Lee and Sarah LaHood will present the class of 2019 gift. So please come forward.
We would like to start off by taking a moment to thank our family, friends, and staff for being here today to celebrate the class of 2019 and all of our achievements.
As the tribe leader
and as Ms. Rader, we have taken pride in displaying school spirit throughout our years at EPCHS.
As many of you know, our student section here is called the Tribe. For the past few years, our tribe has not lived up to expectations and we have lacked in school spirit. However, this year, the class of 2019 brought back the tribe better than ever, and we have changed the culture. The tribe has shown up at so many events throughout the year, bringing support for all of our classmates.
We feel as if we have made the tribe whole again this year, and we hope we have set examples for what the tribe should be for many years to come. With this being said, the class of 2019 has decided to give a banner that will hang across our student section.
Also, next year, our school is changing 1-to-1, and every student will receive their own Chromebook. Unfortunately, our class was unable to get this opportunity, but we would like to support the classes following us by placing a charging station in the E-Wing to help students with this transition.
The senior class is hoping to leave behind the banner to hopefully allow the following classes to continue to display the same school spirit our class has shown.
We also hope to help the whole student body by placing charging ports in the school to help with the transition to personal Chromebooks. Lastly, we hope these gifts will be of as use with classes coming through EPCHS and that these gifts provide remembrance of the class of 2019. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jordan and Sarah. Thank you, class of 2019. Senior chorale members may now assemble. The chorale members, under the direction of Ms. Hannah Church, will present for your enjoyment Run to You by Tentatonics. Thank you, Ms. Church and members of the chorale. This year's commencement address speaker was voted on and selected by the senior class. It is my pleasure and honor to present to you this year's commencement speaker, Mrs. Jenny Lamb.
Welcome, graduates, families, friends, teachers, administration, and members of education to the commencement ceremony for the class of 2019. We are here today to celebrate the achievements of this fine group of individuals sitting before us. I am very honored to be standing here, and as I was reflecting on the speech and the words I wanted to leave with you, I began to think about the main accomplishment we are here to celebrate, which is what? It's raining, yes. The fact that you have earned your high school diploma. You have successfully completed all of the required English, math, science, history, and PE credits. And this completion will no doubt assist you in taking the next step of your life, whether that be college, trade school, the military, or workforce. But what is going to assist you in taking the step after that? And then the next step? I hate to admit it, but it's not going to be your high school diploma. It's going to be what's in here, what is on the inside that is going to get you through life. It's going to be your grit, that drive and determination to persevere when doors close, and close they will, my friends. I am very sorry to say, but you will not get every interview, job, or date you desire. There will be obstacles, roadblocks, rejection, and even failures. But I encourage you from the bottom of my heart not to give up. Because if you decide to give up on a dream, you may never get the opportunity to see what beautiful gifts life has to offer. For example, as many of you know, I would not have two very special blessings in my life, Philip and Madigan, had I given up and not continued to try in the face of many setbacks. So have grit and keep fighting for your dreams and passion in the face of disappointments. Continue to nurture and support the idea of taking chances. In the words of the great Michael Scott from Dunder Mifflin, who stole from hockey legend Wayne Gretzky, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So my advice, take that shot. At the same time you are hopefully being supported in your dreams, please support those around you who are pursuing their passion and taking chances. Be considerate with your words and generous with your time. In a nutshell, treat others with respect and be kind. As mentioned, life is full of glorious moments you will be blessed to experience. At the same time, each and every one of you will have to endure tough situations and traumatic events such as climbing out of debt, getting fired, going through a divorce, and the death of loved ones. It will be the kindness from others that will get you through those troubling times. Many of you sitting in front of me have witnessed this kindness from your peers. I am so proud to say that a large group of you have shown compassion and concern for others within this school by joining Best Buddies and Unified PE to throwing a surprise birthday party during Inside the Tribe filming. After a rough couple months of teaching, I was wondering if I was still helping students and building relationships. A few of you wonderful souls left cards on my desk to ensure I knew the impact I was continuing to have. Thank you so much to those of you who empowered and encouraged me. Another teacher lost her mom on the first day of school this year. The outpouring of concern and sensitivity for her and her family demonstrated through your warm smiles, soft eyes, uplifting words, supportive hugs, and gentle spirits enabled her to come to school every day despite the emotional pain she was enduring. Some people view kindness as being weak, but I challenge you to view it as a strength. It can take strength to stop and ask someone if they need help. It can take strength to say, "I'm sorry." It can take strength to forgive. It can also take tremendous strength to know when to close our mouths and not post a comment when we know our words could be hurtful. Being kind is not easy, but according to Mother Teresa, it is necessary. She said 3 things in human life are important. The first is to be kind. The second is to be kind. And the third is to be kind. So be considerate, be empathetic, and be kind, not only to others, but to yourself as well. It is easy to forget the importance of one's own mental and emotional state, and it is very difficult to have concern for others when we are not taking care of ourselves. With May being Mental Health Awareness Month, I encourage you to take time for yourself and get back to an equilibrium. Crossing all the T's and dotting all the I's these past few weeks has no doubt been stressful, so breathe and reboot. To leave you with a quote from religious philosopher William Botcher, because your greatness is measured by your kindness, your education and intellect by your modesty, your ignorance is betrayed by your suspicions and prejudices, and your real caliber is measured by the consideration and tolerance that you have for others. Thank you again for this wonderful honor. Congratulations and good luck, class of 2019.
Thank you, Mrs. Lamb. She was trying to be considerate and fix the book for me, and wind kind of took over. At this time, senior band members, will you please join the symphonic band for a special performance? Tune, I believe, for just a moment. So they have selected for their final performance with the East Peoria Band, the senior instrumentalists have chosen a festival prelude by Alfred Reed. And now, when you're ready, enjoy the East Peoria Community High School Band under the direction of Mr. Adam Schneblin.
Thank you, Mr. Schneblin, and all the members of the band. Today, we recognize the members of the class of 2019, the Board of Education, the faculty and staff, and of course the parents, relatives, and friends here this afternoon are extremely proud of this class. Members of the class of 2019 have distinguished themselves in regard to academic excellence. 19 seniors have been designated as Illinois State Scholars. 18 are Sterling Merit Award winners. 30 have been inducted into the National Honor Society, and 38 have been recognized as Mid-Illini Conference Scholar Athletes. Many members of this class were recognized at our annual honors program as recipients of scholarships and other academic recognition from groups within our community, various clubs, state and national organizations, and their prospective and respective colleges and universities. I now have the honor to introduce the honor students in this year's graduating class. EPCHS no longer ranks students and has adopted a chord-based honor system based on grade, point average, or GPA. We will begin the recognition with those students who are wearing white cords, which signifies the achievement of a GPA between 3.3 and 3.49. Students, when I call your name, please stand and remain standing until all white cord recipients have been named. Logan Bazell, Curtis Choate, Michaela Davis, Carson Forbes, Jerrianne Greenland Griffin, Luke Huff, Caitlin Jones, Joshua Livingston, Caitlin Maurer, Macy Ojero, Natalia Orozco Wenzel, Trinity Rose, Catherine Sotomayor, Haley Thompson, Dakota Turner, Jaylee Tyler, Danielle Van Gunten, Jacob Wayman. Thank you, students. You may please be seated. The following students have earned a maroon cord, signifying a GPA between 3.5 and 3.79. Students, please stand when your name is called and remain standing until all maroon cord recipients have been named. Taylor Barrett, Taylor Buse, Sarah Curtis, Christian Dodja, Gerald Decker, Paris Dowell, Samuel Dre, Alexander Durr, Emma Gowitz, Jessica Greer, Kelsey Hillier, Jared Hinton, Geraldine Jose, Sarah LaHood, Brett Lambrick, Natalie Lane, Jordan Lee, Sierra Lewis, Shoshana Pierce, Isabel Potts, Austin Safford, Emily Shaw, Benjamin Smith, Luke Spillman, Donovan Thorne, Kennedy Vandal, Nicholas Waller. Thank you, students. You may be seated. The students who earn a GPA between 3.8 and 3.99 are wearing gold cords. Students, as I call your name, please come to the stage to receive your plaque from Mrs. Laredo. Samantha Despines, Dawson Dabelair, Kirsten Aker, Brooklyn Howard, Madison Inman, Abigail Kern, Caitlin Popkin, Taya Randall, Rebecca Ransom, Randy Robison, Riley Smith, Ryan Sosnowski, Nathan Steenbergen, Olivia Taylor, Mariah Tippett, Jacob Walden, Colin Watson, and Clarice Wolf. This year, there are 6 students who earned the top GPA honors of a 4.0. They are wearing maroon and gold cords. Students, as I read your names, please come to the stage and receive your commemorative medallion and plaque. Parents, as I read your names, please stand as your student comes to the stage. Earning perfect GPAs through 8 semesters of work in alphabetical order are Lexi Dortch, daughter of Josie Manning. Mackenzie Friend, daughter of Danny and Kelly Friend. Marissa Huson, daughter of Kenneth and Cecilia Huson. Danielle Kramer, daughter of Chad and Tracy Kramer. Megan Eunice, daughter of Mike and Natalie Eunice. And Kyle Woodard, son of Glenn and Carrie Woodard.
Congratulations to all of our honor students. Beginning last year, we offered any senior the opportunity to audition to address their class during the graduation ceremony. The students who are about to speak, along with the student who gave the welcome address, were those selected in the audition. Our first speaker today is Miss Riley Smith.
Good afternoon. Well, we've made it. We're finally here. This is one of the moments you've been looking forward to your whole high school career, if not your whole life. It's one of those moments that you've thought about so often that it seems like it would never arrive. One of those moments you'll never forget and reminisce about in later years. While this is definitely a moment worth celebration, some might not see it that way. If you feel an existential crisis coming on due to the panic that fills you when your distant relatives ask you the question, so what's next for our little graduate? You're not alone. According to a recent survey, only 45% of high school students feel positive about their post-grad plans. If you're quick at math, you'll figure out that that's 65% of high school students who do not feel confident in their future plans. This is a jaw-dropping statistic, especially considering that society expects us to have our whole life planned the moment we walk out of those doors. Someone decided hundreds of years ago that 18 was the age you should become an adult. But back then, the life expectancy wasn't nearly as high as it is today, and when you turned 18 then, it was classified as middle-aged. But despite that obvious flaw, we still use it in our school systems today. And honestly, that's okay with me. And I'm sure it is with you guys too. Even if I'm still uncertain about my future decisions right now, I'm ready to venture on to the next step that life brings me. We should be happy and joyous in this moment because we're still young, and no matter what society may say, we still have time to figure it out. There isn't a timeline that you should feel obligated to live by. Just because your sister got married at 23 doesn't mean you have to. Live your life by your own guidelines and set your own goals. Grow to be successful and happy. So what I'm getting at here is that it's okay if you don't have it all figured out right now. Take the month to think, take the summer. You might even need to take a year. For now, follow your heart and go into the field that calls your name. Follow those childhood dreams while you're still young. American poet Nikki Giovanni said, "Now everything I do because I want to, and I believe the best is yet to come." This is the first time in our lives that we get to choose what we want to do with it. So let's not waste the moment.
Thank you, Riley. And our second speaker today is Miss Rebecca Ransom.
Each of us has a story, and each of us has our very own story. We have been developing these stories our entire lives, and now we are approaching the end of a chapter. We are looking into the abyss, one of our lives' biggest cliffhangers. As we all leave East Peoria Community High School, we will go out and continue on in this next chapter of our lives. We have the journey of a lifetime ahead of us, and some of us may not yet know what that consists of. Our whole lives, most of our story, has been predetermined by those around us, where we went to school, what our interests were, who we were friends with, all molded by our parents and family. Now, we have blank pages to fill with this new adventure, and this adventure is all ours. However, before we can open this chapter of our lives, we must close this one. Today, each of us is graduating from East Peoria Community High School, and to each of us, that means something different. Some of us can't imagine leaving, and some of us have had a touch of senioritis since freshman year. No matter how you feel about high school and all that it entailed, East Peoria Community High School has turned us all into the people who are sitting here now, and has prepared us to walk out into the real world. Before we leave here today, we must say tough goodbyes, and we must say our thank yous. But this is not the end of an era. It is the beginning of so much more. Today, we are all graduates of East Peoria Community High School. I am so proud to be a part of the class of 2019. Each one of us has a different contribution to add to the world, and I cannot wait to see what the class of 2019 has in store for us. As we graduate today and leave East Peoria Community High School, I would like to take a moment to thank every teacher. Every teacher who took the time to help students, who went above and beyond the call of their teaching duty, who truly loved every single student that walked through these doors. Our school is not short of teachers like this. Thank you, each and every one of you, for everything you have done to prepare us for this moment and for the future. I would also like to thank our families. Without them and their support, these chairs would be empty. Lastly, I want to thank each of you for making my 4 years at East Peoria Community High School the best they possibly could be. With you all, I have made enough memories to last a lifetime, and I know that each and every one of you are really, truly something special. If I can give you one piece of advice, it would be to look around and take a mental picture of as many things as you can today. After this, you will probably never sit in the same place with all of these same people, so take in as much as you possibly can. Each one of us has a story, and everything that lies ahead will be full of plot twists and surprises, but that's okay. Remember to take in the journey and not rush to the destination. Thank you all, not only for being a part of my story, but for helping me to create such a beautiful one. Class of 2019, I love you all, and congratulations, not just on graduating, but for the people you have all become.
Thank you, Becca. At this time, I would like to ask the Superintendent of Schools, Mrs. Marjorie Gruder, to come forward and to certify the class of 2019.
It is my honor, by the power vested in me by the state of Illinois, that I certify that the class of 2019 has satisfied the prescribed requirements for graduation, and I call upon each member of this class to come forward to receive your diploma.
Lexi Renee Dorch, Mackenzie Lee Friend, Marissa Danielle Husen, Danielle Elizabeth Kramer, Megan Marie Eunice, Kyle George Woodard, Anis Hussein Abdallah, Marissa Ann Rose Andrews, Keegan Andrew Arahood, Mauricio Aliano Barajas, Summer Deanne Barker, Hunter Lee Barrett, Taylor Lynn Barrett, Maxwell Kenneth Barth, Elijah Michael Bennett, Vincent Joseph Paul Valetto, Jared Michael Biggs, Jade Tia Bodke, Lee Burton Bowson Cole, Mackenzie Jade Bullion, Jordan Ray Brasher, Caden Alec Brown, Taylor Marie Buse, Anastasia Marie Caleb Zane Bussell, Logan Howard Bazell, Abigail Rose Cantwell, Caitlin Renee Carlson, Zoe Elaine Kalk, Curtis Ryan Choate, Anya Nicole Cohn, Bryce Anthony Conover, McKenna Josie Coyle, Alexis Paige Craig, Jessica Marie Crook, Sarah Elizabeth Curtis, Savannah Joy Curtis, Christian Marv Raja, Michaela Ray Davis, Jared Elwin Decker, Zachary Scott Decker, Nathaniel Dean Desky, Samantha Renee Destinies, Egan Thomas Rigger Dickerson, Dawson James Doubleair, Paris Elizabeth Dowell. Samuel Edward Dre, David Tanis Duffer. Alexander Michael Dury, Chase Bruin Aker. Kirsten Elise Aker, Nicholas James Ellis. Veronica Marie Esquivel, Brody Andrew Farian. Joseph Allen Gren Fields, Dana Phillip Flowers. Carson Jeffrey Forbes, Christy Ann Cox. Dominic Brian Fugit, Emma Marie Gow. Braden Daniel Girdler, Bryce Green. Jerrianne Sophia Greenland Griffin, Jessica Ryan Greer. Brandon Lee Grimes, Caden James Gruenwald. Gavin Randall Gruenwald, Molly Danielle Hamilton. Austin Michael Hart, Hannah Lynn Hartman. Mason Gunnar Hartnett, Nicholas Michael Henn. Alexander Jonathan Hiley, Kelsey Marie Hillier. Michael Jeremiah Hilliard, Jared Scott Hinton. Tad Russell Hoskins, Alexis Rosie Howard. Brooklyn Lane Howard, Luke James Huff. Gabrielle Ann Nicole Huffman, Lauren Emily Huser. Madison Antha Inman, Blake Tucker Johnson. Caitlin Pauline Jones, Geraldine Marie. Abigail Christine Kern, Sarah Marie LaHood. Brett Edward Lambrick, Alexander Paul Russell Lane. Madeline Victoria Lane, Natalie Cole. Jordan Pruitt Lee, Sierra Ariana Lewis. Joshua Scott Livingston, Layla Bell Luttrell.
Eric Lewis Carl Magnuson, Gage Everett Marvin. Caitlin Marie Maurer, James Donald McCartney. Joshua Gary McCartney, Lindsay Lene McWhorter. Joshua Allen Meniz, Taven Bradford Merritt. Joseph Allen Miller, Seth Holden Miller. Bridget Ann Elise Miner, Jessica Nicole Mitchell. Ashley Marie Moncton, Tyler John Henry Moncton. Abigail Elizabeth Morgan, Skylar Ann Jealous Myers. Momi Kavailani Noguchi, Hunter Alexander Nolan. Macy Shea Ojero, Natalia K. Orozco Wenzel. Jalen Richard Parker, Hunter Gage Parrish. Devin Nicole Patterson, Shoshana Elizabeth Pierce. Drew Mitchell, Jared Pheasant. Caitlin Nicole Popkin, Isabel Lee Potts. Deborah Ann Price, Dustin Edward Prince. Alexis Louise Puckett, Cristobal Jose Cazada. Nicholas Edward Terrell Rafferty, Taya Janae Randall. Rebecca Ray Ransom, Albert Nicholas Reinschmidt. Orion Michael Ringel, Taylor Michelle Ringel Bort. Christopher Alvin Robertson, Dominic Daniel Roberts. Randy Cheyenne Robison, Michelle Lynn Rogers. Trinity Kathleen Rose, Robin Renee Reiner. Austin Prescott Safford, Parker Kelly Schroer. Annalicia Monet Seckler, Carter Lee Sellers.
Kelsey Lynn Schaefer, Emily Jane Shaw. Trey Allen C., Ashley Elaine Simmons. Jack Thomas Skaggs, Benjamin Thomas Richard Smith. Ross Scott Smith, Riley Michelle Smith. Zachary Chase Summer, Ryan David Sosnowski. Catherine Charlene Sotomayor, Ryan Luke David Spillman, James Schuyler Stanley. Nathan Gerald Steenbergen, Jesse Ray Stockdill. Tyrell Miles Stuckey, Cheyenne Marie Tankersley. Olivia Renee Taylor, Haley Elizabeth Thompson. Donovan Austin Thorne, Katie Joe Thrall. Ariana Marie Tiller, Chloe. Mariah Benjamin Michael Tipton. Dakota Star Turner, Jaylee Anna Tyler. Jonathan Andrew Underwood, Donald Lee Van Winkle. Kennedy Victoria Vandal, Daniel Alexander Van Gunten. Jacob Allen Wayman, Jacob Cooper Walden. Kara Marie Walker, Nicholas Scott Waller. Brianna Grace Angeline Walters, Colin James Watson. Hayden Michael Watson, Ezekiel Alden Phelan Watts. Zoe Lynn Weller, Dylan Leroy Wesley. Piper Rayanne West, Peta Lavelle Whitaker. Gabriella Jeanlay White, Williams. Samuel Reed Williams, Kirk Wilson.
Chelsea Marie Wilson, Riley Elliott Wendell, Clarice Lynette Wolf, Gracie Renee, David Leon Young Hidden,
Audience, following the closing comments, I ask that you please remain in your seat until the entire class has recessed into the Eastside Gymnasium. Graduates, you've endured, let's see, a little rain, a little sun, a lot of wind, some very good speeches, an old windbag up here, but now's the time. Will you all please stand? That's pretty. That's pretty. We practiced that. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Now that you have completed all the requirements and have received your diplomas, you may now move your tassel to the left side of your caps to symbolize your graduation. It's now my pleasure to present to you the class of 2019. Congratulations to all.
Don't forget glasses.